All right, well, I got a bit of time. I'm on the road. Let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets victory over the Golden State Warriors. I lost count. They was blowing them out, 125, 120 something, the 90, the 100, whatever it was. Let's talk about the game. It's premature. They kind of threw together the season from the bubble. And, you're going to see a lot of soft tissue injuries. You're going to see a lot of warming up. But it seemed like KD and Kyrie is basically, I hope this they peak, but they're already looking good. And one thing you got to notice, too, is simply that Steph Curry is a dependent player. Even though Steph Curry, to fans, is like a great running back. Like, he did it by himself. Even though you, as a running back, your job is to make the first person miss. All right? It's like Steph Curry, it's like a running back that even though the running back appreciate the line, the tight ends, the wide receivers blocking, the quarterback doing what he's doing, calling audibles, getting them in the right play, and running to the right side. But the fans just see the running back scoring the touchdowns, getting the yards and the highlight reels. Steph Curry is like a great running back to the fans. Gale Sayers, Walter Payton, Jim Brown, Eric Dickerson. Just a whole bunch of really great running backs throughout time. Earl Campbell. And they like them. They just look at them like, oh, man. But then again, Steph Curry is the running back for the Warriors. But really, the offensive line and the dirty work is Draymond, Klay Thompson. They the dirty work guys. They the guys that, set the screens, allow Steph Curry to, get the open shots, guard the weaker guy. Klay and Draymond taking on the tough assignments. Draymond playing point forward, getting them in proper position, getting them in the right bounce and chest passes and getting the ball, and Steph Curry shooting pocket the right way. And Klay is just a dude that really do all the dirty work, defend the guys, space the floor. He just does everything. And really, those MVPs are a product of Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr really having the right system and everything really clicking. And you're seeing it now. Steph Curry couldn't carry a middle school team to the PSL championship. He couldn't. I'm just telling you, he's just in the right position. You put him in the Knicks, he'd probably be out the league. And tonight you're seeing it. He shot back. He's one of them dudes. When they up 10 or 20, he can make it 30, he can make it 20, he can make it 50. He one of them dudes. He's a front runner. When everything going well, he can hot dog, shoot it, and all that shit. When everything ain't going so well, like Michael Jordan said, it's easy to talk stuff when you up 10 or 20. That's talk stuff when it's 0-0. That's Steph Curry. It's easy to talk stuff when you up 20, 30, 40 points. But then again, Steph Curry ain't the greatest player. He can't carry your team to it, and that's okay. LeBron James, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, they can carry teams. Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, he just ain't that. And tonight you seen Brooklyn, they got a lot of work to do. Joe Harris got to shoot better. Karras got to get, in rhythm. Spencer Dinwiddie got to get in rhythm. Which they should really make Spencer Dinwiddie the facilitator and mainly make Kyrie the two. I remember Dinwiddie played for the Pistons. We drafted him, and he just basically, like Chris Middleton, went to pop somewhere else. That's the story of the Pistons. But, today, they just jumped on them early. At one point, it was like 17-28. They closed the gap. Kelly Oubre playing well. But Oubre ain't Klay. Wiggins ain't Klay. Klay and they ain't KD. And even, they team defense didn't look good tonight. This looking like a team that could be going for the number one pick again. Because remember last year, Steph Curry and Draymond got hurt, and they was getting popped by Phoenix. But, just looking at Brooklyn, they got so much potential to really cruise to a championship. As long as KD stay healthy, they can just cruise to a ship. That's how good that team could be. But then again, they got to get work out of Jeff Green, Joe Harris. They kind of got to get an offense that can get all them dudes involved and keep them engaged. But Kyrie looked good tonight. KD shot the ball well tonight. He came out aggressive. And really the last player that I can remember that really looked good coming off his first year off the Achilles was Dominique Wilkins. And Dominique Wilkins was an amazing athlete, and KD was a good athlete. He wasn't as athletic as Dominique, but Dominique came back and KD looked good. KD didn't never really need a great first step. He was so long and skilled that even if he did predicate his game on the first step and, you know, off the dribble and off a quick burst, out the triple threat, you know, he can really beat Kevin Garnett. Post, mid-range, pick and pop to the three a little bit more than Garnett did. And he that good defensively when you want to be. So he was just looking at a situation where in Golden State, Steve Kerr ain't looking so great of a coach with Andrew Wiggins and Kelly Oubre, which those are guys that can be all-stars. But then again, you got to tap into you got to see what they do. Or you can't really put them in the same offense with Draymond and Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. Steve Kerr got to figure out where he can get the most out of them young guy. But we may be talking about Steve Kerr getting fired before the end of this season. We could be talking about that because he's looking like a lame duck coach. And Klay Thompson may never come back the same. Even though his game ain't really predicated on offensively getting to the rim and finishing, but defensively, will he be able to come back and defend at a high level? See, when Ray Allen switched his game up, he didn't injure nothing, I don't believe. Ray Allen just, knew to switch his game up and become a shooter. So Klay Thompson's going to be interested to see if he still can be that player coming back, but just as much as they give Steph Curry credit, Klay Thompson deserves that same credit, dude. But Brooklyn gonna be a problem. I thought they was gonna be pretty much 4th or 5th in the East because I thought it was gonna take some time for KD and Kyrie to kind of get in the scene. But I guess mentally, being able to be good friends in a year off, and mentally to be able to see, basically how each other approach the game and how they see the game. I honestly think those mental reps is just basically turning into just making the mental physical reps a lot easier. And dude, on Christmas they play Boston, and if they whip Boston ass, don't be surprised if Danny Ainge don't go all in for James Harden. Because I think at this point the biggest rival to Brooklyn, just if they really figure it out with the other players, which I think they will, or they can make a trade, I think Philadelphia. If Ben Simmons, he ain't got to shoot the ball. If Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid work hard and get in shape, Joel Embiid should be in shape. The biggest enigma with them is how good would they be with a good coach? Because Brett Brown wasn't no good coach. So that's what you ask yourself: how good can Philadelphia be with an actual system? And if Doc Rivers is that missing piece, or they got to make a trade along with Doc Rivers being that missing piece, Philly gonna be their hardest team. But Boston can be it too. Because I think Kemba being healthy, beginning of January, getting out the bubble, Kemba wasn't himself in the bubble. And if Kemba can be himself, along with Brown and Tatum, and Brown can take that next step, they're going to be tough to beat. So the East, like I said, the East is better than the West at the top. I know the Lakers and the Clippers playing right now, and I just had to leave, but the East looking like a problem. The East ain't been this great since Jordan left. And this is going to make the league that much more competitive. I think in the East, you got 3 teams that can win it. I think legitimately you got Brooklyn, Boston, and Philly. And in the West, it's 3 teams that can legitimately win it: Denver, Lakers, and Clippers. People say, what you think about Milwaukee? They're a solid bunch. I have no issue with Milwaukee. It's just that I don't think they got enough. And even if they got enough with if Giannis is going to be able to get his game together, because Giannis, if he ain't going to shoot the ball well or get a floater or mid-range game, he need to live on the block and post up. But Brooklyn, I don't think you've seen the best of Brooklyn, and I don't think you've seen the worst or the best of the Golden State Warriors. But Golden State, they replenish their talent, but it's hard to get another Klay Thompson. Oubre can defend, he got length, he can shoot it, but he ain't Klay. Andrew Wiggins, he ain't KD. And that's kind of like where the real difference is at with this team. Trying to replace those stars, and Wiggins got to really fulfill his potential. I mean, he's got to be what Harrison Barnes was, but I guess we'll see. But Brooklyn, bang, 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 fresh up a Warrior ass. But I pretty much I pretty much figured that Warriors gonna get, because that's what's happened last year. They was losing to lackluster teams like Phoenix by 20, 30 points. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't think Draymond coming back make no difference unless he improved his offensive arsenal. If Draymond can't average 20 points a game, they in trouble. You know, and if Wiseman don't step it up, they in trouble. I mean, you keep going on. Oubre can step it up, but it's hard to ask Oubre to come off those same screens, and he ain't used to doing that. So really, we in a situation where Warriors might be in the running for Cade Cunningham with my Pistons. If you want to see my Pistons on my Detroit channel, check out Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. But to be honest, this is going. If they don't do something in Golden State, Steve Kerr gonna be gone. And don't be surprised when they don't break up that little team with Steph Curry and Draymond. You know, they begged Kevin Durant to stay back. It's funny how they had all them injuries, man, with KD and Clay. That's hella sad, man, because I really thought that they could have won the third ship, but I remember somebody pointing out for Zaza messing up Kawhi ankle when Kawhi was busting their ass in the Western Conference Finals, which I guess that's karma at its best. But I mean, Brooklyn, bang, bang, bang. Fresh up a Warriors, but just bang, bang, bang. But hey, it is what it is, man. And you know, congratulations to Brooklyn. If they had fans understand, Brooklyn would have been going crazy. Their whole season probably be sold out. But the issue with Brooklyn is, will Brooklyn remain healthy? Will Kyrie? He never been healthy. College, pros, that's going to be the question. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out with a business question, car response, video question, when advertising business on the channel. All links there. Other than that, don't forget, check out our Facebook group. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV.